Fall Fun Fact.
Did you know that rubber ducks are actually made out of plastic? Well, now you know.
It's draw time with Mr. Mayberry. Time to draw.
Hi, welcome to Draw Time with Mr. Mayberry, Falltime Edition. It's Fall Festival Week on Draw Time, so we're drawing things that you might see at a fall festival. Today I'm going to show you how to draw a rubber duck, like one that they would use in the duck pond carnival game. So let's get started. It's time to draw. Okay, I'm going to start off in the middle, making a shape for the head. Now, you're going to start off light. Don't draw too dark to start with, because we're going to be changing things as we go, and it's a lot easier to erase lines that are light than it is to erase lines that are darker. So start off light. Okay, once you have a circle in place, then we're going to, the way this duck is made, there's a seam down the middle of the face, so I'm going to start here at the top and make a curve that follows this outside curve down to about here. And then I'm going to build the beak. I'm going to start here, make a line that curves in and then curves out away from the face. It's right here, and it'll curve around. And then the bill of the beak is going to curve up in the middle here at down the lower part. Curves up and then it curves back down, and then around like this. And then I'm going to start up here at the top and go down the other direction with just a curve that goes in and then around to form the beak. You can make adjustments on this until it looks till you like how it looks. Okay, and I'm going to right here put a little kind of an upside down curved tear shape. Shade that in a little bit. That's the opening in the beak where the duck would breathe through if it was a real duck. Just like that. Okay, now I'm going to go back and draw the outside edge, make it just a little bit darker, and I might change the shape just a little bit. I'm going to go around here, and then when I get to this side, I'm going to start curving it in more, like this, so the head goes into the neck. So I'm not continuing the circle around out here. I'm just curving it in, cutting it a little bit short here, and curving it around in, like that. I actually want it to slant into like this. Okay, on the other side, I'm going to go ahead and draw the front of the duck, and I start, and not in line with this part of the circle, but actually out just a little bit. I'm going to draw the chin, kind of a chin here that curves around and makes the front or the chest of the duck out here, like that. And then it curves down. Now this part will be in the water, so I'm going to do this light so that I can go over the top of it with the water. Okay, around to here. And then the back, I'm going to go up here where I stopped with the neck. I'm going to go up just a little bit from that and make a line that curves up, and then it curves, slopes down and back up just like that. And this duck is kind of turned at a 3/4 view. It's not a straight front view of the face or a side view like a profile. It's a 3/4 view, which means we can see, in this one we can see all of one eye and part of the other. In fact, let's go back and let's work with the eyes. I'm going to put this eye right here, and you can try different sizes of eyes. I've seen some of the ducks that have little tiny eyes, beady eyes, and some that have really large eyes. So this is kind of in between. I want to put an eyebrow up here, and then a pupil. I'm going to shade it in, except for a little bit on the upper right where there's a highlight. So it's kind of got this blank stare. And I want to make a line that curves under the eye too, kind of an eyelid. Maybe not quite so dark. Okay, now on the other side of the face here, we have just across from this eye an indication that there's an eye here, but it's painted on so it doesn't stick out away from the face. It still has a curved edge to it that follows the same curve as the face. And I don't even see the pupil in that one. I see a little bit of the eyebrow sticking up above, just like that. Okay, now I want to erase under the bill here. Now you can make this in color if you like. I'm going to do mine black and white, so I'm going to shade in the bill so it's a little different color than the rest of the duck. Different value. Okay, now there's this seam that's up here at the top, down the middle of the face. It's going to continue underneath, and then it's going to go across around the front of the body like this. So it's obvious the duck is plastic. It's in two pieces, or it was made from a mold that had a seam down the middle. Okay, and then back here, I'm going to start right about here and curve around to the back of the tail. It's going to curve around to about right here. Actually, we can go farther down. Do it lightly because I'm going to overlap this with the wings. One wing on this side, and then we'll see part of the wing on the other side. Okay, I'm going to start right here. Now, of course, the duck pond game is one of the easiest games. It's a good one for smaller children because all you do is pick a duck out of the water and look to see if there's a number or maybe something that says you win on the bottom. And that's all there is to it. So it's a game of chance. You pick one out, either it's a winner or it's not. Okay, so I'm making the wings, the feathers back here on the wing, I curve around, make this one, then I make a second one that starts in from the end just a little and curves down, and I continue that, make one more right here, same way, and I'll make it stick down a little lower than the rest of the body. And I can erase inside of that. Again, this part is going to be in the water, so I'm going to go over that here in just a minute. Okay, now I can go back here and where the body sticks out behind the wing, I'm going to make that a little bit darker line, just right through there. Okay, one more thing, and then the water. We're going to see just a little bit of this wing sticking out over here on this side. Just like that. Okay, like I said, I want to make it look like it's in the water, so I'm going to make some wave-like lines, just little ripples here. Erase the bottom edge of the duck so that the water is all you see down here. And then a little bit of a line, not exactly a horizon line back here, but an edge to the water back behind here, so it looks like he's floating in the water. And of course you could make multiple ducks. You could make a whole bunch of them like you'd see in the duck game. If you have a rubber duck you look at, you could turn it and draw it at different angles and just fill the whole duck pond. Okay, let's clean up our drawing, erase any lines that you don't need. Add color if you like. And this is our drawing for today. A duck pond duck. Well, now that you know how to draw a rubber duck, take some time and think of other fun carnival games that you can draw. Well, that's all for now. Thank you for taking time to draw with me. I hope you'll come back again, and remember, if you want to be a good artist, do a little drawing every day.
That's beautiful.
Quack, 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 quack.